Hey, what's up everyone? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids. Today we're talking about this, which is the ATK, the Always There knife. You can see that I got this from Yukon River Knives. Just started working with these guys recently. I'm not getting any kickback from this review. I just like what they're doing and want to support their work. So that's why we're going to talk about this knife today. So check out the comments below and you'll get a little background from Jeremy at Yukon River Knives in relation to their relationship with White River Knives and how they partnered together to do some of this work. But let's talk about the knife, all right? So the idea is the ATK is it's always there. It's a neck knife. So throw this on, super compact and lightweight. I'll give you the specs in a minute. You certainly could paracord wrap that. You could do some sort of handles if you wanted to throw something on there, but very small, compact, thin profile, lightweight, you know, slide this down your shirt. No one's gonna even know it's there. Not that you're trying to hide it, but it's definitely not it's not gonna be something that's printing, you know, on your shirt. S35 VN for your steel, compact little blade, all milled out. And the Kydex is solid, clicks into place nicely. To me, this is the kind of knife that I've been doing neck knife kits recently, and this is a great option because throw a couple extra accessories on this. S35 VN for your steel, like I said, so it's gonna have corrosion resistance there. Maybe if you threw a little lighter, a little, you know, maybe a fishing kit or something like that, tiny little one on this, you can make a cool little neck knife setup out of this guy. So let me give you some of the details on this knife and then we're gonna test it out. I've used it before, but we'll do some work here on camera as well. All right, 2.25 inches for your blade, 6 inches overall from end to end, and 1.7 ounces. So super lightweight knife there. So with that said, let's move into the testing it out process, and we'll show you what it looks like in use. Start off, just do a little carving here, and I'll show you. This is how I prefer to hold it, less like this and more with my thumb on top. So I'll just do a little carving. I've been doing this type of cutting a lot recently because we've been doing a lot of cookouts with my family and making little s'mores or marshmallow sticks for the kids. So just putting a little point, you know, on a, oh, this is definitely pretty bendy there. Put a little point on a stick so the kids could make marshmallows. But as you can see, works nicely, makes quick work. And there's the tip for you, so you can see that. Simple enough. Cut some webbing here. Quick work of that. If you can hear the sound in the background, the Sig Sauer training grounds just down the road from me here. So if you hear firearms in the background, that's what that is. Here's 2 layers. Yep, does work on that. 3 might be a little bit tough just because of the length of pull, but we'll give it a shot. Just since it's a shorter blade, you really got to bear down on it when you slice here. But does the job nicely. There you go. All right, I'm gonna roll in some close-ups now just so you can see what the knife is up close and personal. I don't know how you guys feel, but at some point you're like looking at somebody use a knife and you're kind of like, okay, it cuts really well. Now tell me what you feel about it. So I'm gonna tell you what I think about it, what I feel about it, as opposed to just like show you 1,000 different cuts using the knife, right? So price point for this is $100, not cheap. S35 VN, right? So imagine if you got a folder that was about this size and paid $100 for S35 VN, you'd probably be like, yeah, that seems like a good deal. So I think the hugest thing about this, in addition to the fact that I like that steel, is that it's just so compact and light. ATK, Always There knife. It's the type of thing where if you took it off the lanyard, you could just throw this in a pocket, throw it in a bag. I mean, you could carry it easily with you anywhere you go, no problem, not notice it, and yet you always have a really compact blade with you. You could throw this into an EDC bag, you know, and have a small fixed blade with you. It's got a feel of sort of like an I.C.E. Azula or something in that that category, one of the I.C.E. Kangaroos. As you can tell if you watch my recent videos, I like I.C.E. a lot, so I compare other knives to this one. Little road in the distance here, so you can probably hear cars going by. But for $100, S35 yen, compact, well made. I think it's a worthwhile investment. It's definitely not the kind of knife I would buy if I was like, yeah, like that and 12 other small fixed blades. Like, this is a commitment. You're gonna get this knife and use this as your compact fixed blade. I'll tell you one of my experiences I had a couple years ago. I did a survival outing and I brought this big, hefty survival knife. It's called the AMUC from Northern Knives or Three Dog Knife up in Alaska. And I also had an I.C.E. Azula around my neck. I used that neck knife for 80% of the cutting I did on that survival outing. And the big one I used for chopping, but I could have used a hatchet or an axe for the stuff I was doing chopping. So I find that this type of knife is very useful in the outdoors for a lot of different purposes. So I'll put a link obviously down in the description section so you can head over to Yukon River Knives if you want to pick one up. Feel free to leave comments. I'll be checking, and Yukon River Knives will be checking as well to give you guys feedback or answers to any questions that you might have. But the ATK, really slick, liking this thing. I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna put this. I think I may just, my first volley, maybe to create a little neck knife survival kit. Survival, you know, sort of survival kit. But, you know, just a bunch of items connected to this thing, hanging off the lanyard. So it's another little additional level of assurance I have when I'm out there in the outdoors. So I've got some gear with me. But let's hear your thoughts and your feedback on the ATK. What do you like about it? Thoughts, feedback, ideas, things you would change, things that stand out to you, especially if you own one. Let's hear your thoughts on that as well. And let's get that conversation started in the comment section now. Thanks as always for checking out the videos here on YouTube. Please subscribe to Everyday Tactical Vids if you haven't done so already. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, check us out on Instagram, Tumblr, and Vero as well. More videos coming soon. Take care.